Tonight, from FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Alex Smith and the Washington football team taking on Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. They love their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And we are underway from FedEx Field. Danny Johnson returning. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
We'll take over 1st and 10.
So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. They'll be led out by a man who's taken a long and courageous road back to the NFL, their veteran quarterback, Alex Smith.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Gibson, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver, but he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front, so if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him, picks up 3 on that carry.
On 2nd down, it's Gibson, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh fighting the path to the QB there.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away.
Back deep, Jadon Mickens. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
Always fun to get a peek at Tom Brady as he gets in place to command this offense for Tampa Bay.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. All the defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10
at their own 37. And right away, he'll look to throw. A quick pass here to Godwin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Second and 5 now. Brady. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And Antonio Brown yet to get back on his feet. Apparently shaking up that last play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Brady now on first down. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6. From the gun, it's Brady. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Now Jones. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On second and goal, Brady. This will be caught at about the 5. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now Brady. That is caught at the 7-yard line. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
On 4th down, Ryan Suckup now for the Buccaneer field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead.
Washington, nothing.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Johnson now returning. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard.
Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Smith. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Smith. And he finds McLaurin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 10 yards there. Good for a Washington 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Smith. Open man here, Sims complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing again is Smith. He'll go underneath with this one to McKissick. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Smith going to throw on 3rd and 1. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Smith on 1st down. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
15 is mine. I'm taking it. Single receiver.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw again. Smith throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, but now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, Smith. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And Ron Rivera, he's going to keep the offense on the field. They're going for it. They'll try it now with Barber. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. That is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Taking it in from 24 yards out. And Washington has taken the lead.
I can't help it, partner. I love backs who have a lot of burst.
Yeah, they ran the toss play. By the way, sometimes you'll hear toss and pitch used interchangeably, but that was the toss.
Well, for me, a toss, quarterback takes the snap, turns around, tosses it to
like
the tailback.
Egg underhand.
Yeah, like an egg underhand, really with 2 hands. And a pitch, usually like you're running an option type play, and you pitch it out there to the trailing back.
Goes end over end like a field goal.
Yeah, where you turn it over, make sure that thumb turns down and the ball flips end over end slowly and delicately to your running back.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, That's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10
At their own 23.
He'll begin the drive with a give to Jones.
And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Brady took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Shotgun now for Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski.
And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Brady on target to Gronk. 1st down Buccaneers.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
And 1 at the 45-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Brady gives this one off to Jones.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you've got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the 1st. Two 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Fournette. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now he'll throw with Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
Chase Young gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now.
great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away.
Steven Sims set to return it for Washington.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On first down, Gibson. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Ball carrier.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch tight end. 3 down. 45.
Out of the gun, Smith. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Washington on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
From the gun, Smith. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the first at the 29. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10.
At the 31-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
Brought down at the 30.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Brady. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Smith operating from the gun.
He'll air this one out deep for Sims.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
82 is mine. Single.
A run here for J.D. McKissick.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Washington on 3rd down.
2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Smith. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
A lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
They will run it. It's McKissick. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
J.D. McKissick.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now left side on the swing pass. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Gibson. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change, name, how about your respect? You're the morning when I get expected at the back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, good news is you ain't alive.
60 license. Defense, keep it up, guys. March 54.
Operating from the gun, Smith. Open man is Sims. He's got it. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 37.
10 yards there. Good for a Washington first down.
10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Barber. fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Turn, 54. Mike 54. Go. 54.
And to give this time to the tailback. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Washington on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5.
From the gun, Smith. And that is incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this score will stay right where it is.
Mike Evans in the Tampa offense about to set up shop.
They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. They try the 50-yarder and miss it, and now this offense has it 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Brady, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down.
Deron Payne with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
45 to Mike, 45 to Mike. Double.
Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. Over the middle, it's Thomas. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun. Smith. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. 7 yards there and a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Smith. The throw taken in by Sims. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the 50, it's Smith. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. Throw left side complete. It's Sims. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. To the air again, Smith. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Smith. This will be caught at about the 5. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. Smith throwing again. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
Buccaneers 3.
Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded right around the 8. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw a strong first half from our quarterback. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. A touchdown the differential, a 7-point game as we get back underway in quarter number 3. Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
On the tackle.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on third down. Now Brady. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. A shotgun give to Fournette. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
2nd and 11.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you. Let's go.
Here's Brady to throw. To Evans on the slant. And he'll get it out to midfield. Yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
From the 36, Brady. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the gun, it's Brady. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Buccaneers 3.
Possession of the 2nd half now for Washington. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. So the missed field goal, and now they're in great shape. They'll start at the 38. They'll run on 1st down. It's Gibson, and he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
On first down, it's Gibson. And he's got this down to the 35. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Second and 8 coming up. They'll run with McKissick. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Smith on 3rd down. Open man here, Sims complete. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
1st and 10.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a first down for them, too.
Here's McKissick, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. A shotgun snap for Smith. And that's incomplete.
Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion for us there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
3rd and long, it's Smith. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it.
The pass. A fumble on the play.
When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Dustin Hopkins now for the Washington field goal. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right down Broadway. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3.
Buccaneers 3.
So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Back now comes Tampa Bay.
Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10
at their 35-yard line.
He fakes the give here and looks to throw.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Kevin Pierre-Louis gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Brady.
A quick pass here to Godwin.
Brady's pass.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
To throw on 3rd down, Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away.
And this returnable for Sims.
Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
They'll run on 1st down. Gibson takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
From the 27, Smith. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And he puts it through there within 3. It's 13-10. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa Bay defense coming back out now. And they had the fumble return for a touchdown, and boom, they're right back out there again.
And you hear so many people talk about opportunistic defenses in today's football. Well, they make their own breaks because they work at it all the time. We've been at the practices, the drills where they're trying to strip the football, the takeaways. They're always working on it, and it paid off for them on the last possession.
Paid off. Now can they do it again?
Right there, 54, right there.
Smith on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sims. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards on the play. First down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A carry now for McKissick. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
On 2nd down now. It's Gibson, and he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
No gain on the play.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Looking long for Thomas. And this is caught inside the 5. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, dialing up that play call certainly meant that he grabbed a little extra shot of courage on that one because normally on 3rd and short, you're just trying to move the sticks, get the ball just past that line of scrimmage. Instead, they take the big shot downfield, and it pays off.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. From the gun, here's Smith.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
From 40 yards out.
And Washington going to add on to their lead.
The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. That time a 6-play drive. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line.
From the gun, he'll set up to throw.
That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The running back, Leonard Fournette, his intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Open man has got one. It's complete.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Check, 53! Check, block 54, block 54.
Brady now on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. That's out to his running back, Fournette. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it with Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 3rd down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Brady. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. First 25 yards that time.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run it in with Jones. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
Second and goal from the 1. They'll try again with Jones. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Brady now on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
After the interception, here's Smith. Eluding the pressure right. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. 3.
A carry for Barber. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
So we got man. 45.
Out of the gun, Smith. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a 1st down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. And just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Operating from the gun, Smith. The throw taken in by Sims. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Let's go, team. It's gonna be a long day.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Peyton Barber, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And it's Peyton Barber that polishes it all off with a touchdown scamper.
Dustin Hopkins.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to play, as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. On first down, Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? They had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Go. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the fourth.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
So a victory here for the Washington football team. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL.